Hello friends. Welcome to this video. Did you know that a drug cannot reach patients unless it successfully passes through years of clinical trials and strict regulatory requirements? Today, we will understand ICHE 8 general considerations for clinical trials and the FDS21 CFR Part 312 IND regulations in a simple slide-by-slide manner. Stay until the end because I will explain how a new drug moves from the laboratory to human clinical trials. This presentation covers two important regulatory topics. First, ICHE 8, which provides guidance for planning and conducting quality clinical trials. Second, CFR 21 Part 312, which describes FDA requirements for investigational new drug applications. Have you ever wondered how a medicine gets permission to be tested in humans? This slide provides the roadmap of today's presentation. We will start with ICHE 8 clinical trial principles, then discuss quality-focused study design, safety monitoring, and finally FDA's IND regulations under 21 CFR Part 312. Let's begin by understanding the organization behind these global guidelines. Introduction to ICH stands for International Council for Harmonization. It brings together regulatory authorities and pharmaceutical industries worldwide to create harmonized guidelines for drug development. Example, instead of different rules in different countries, ICH helps create one common scientific standard. The mission of ICH is to ensure safe, effective, and high-quality medicines through global regulatory harmonization. Benefits include reduced duplicate studies, fewer unnecessary animal studies, standardized safety reporting, better global drug development. Can you imagine how much time and money would be wasted if every country required completely different clinical trials? ICH efficacy guidelines focus on designing, conducting, monitoring, and reporting clinical trials. They also address biotechnology products, pharmacogenomics, personalized medicine. Now, let's understand why E8 guidance was developed. E8 provides internationally accepted principles for designing and conducting clinical studies. Main goals: ensure participant safety, generate reliable data, maintain flexibility in study design. Good science and patient protection go hand in hand. The revised E8R1 introduced major improvements. These include 1. Greater focus on study quality. 2. Use of diverse study designs and data sources. 3. Better integration with other ICH guidelines. Why do you think clinical trial guidelines need periodic updates? The original E8 guideline was approved in 1997. Important milestones. E8 approved in 1997. E8R1 adopted in 2021. Editorial correction in 2022. This shows how regulations continuously evolve. The objectives are protect study participants, improve study quality, support regulatory acceptance, encourage risk-based quality management. E8 helps sponsors design smarter and safer clinical trials. Clinical studies generate information that ultimately improves patient access to safe and effective medicines. The guideline supports study planning, quality design, data integrity, reliable outcomes. Three key principles. 1. Protection of participants. 2. Scientific study design. 3. Patient involvement. Patient input helps ensure treatments address real-world needs. Should patients have a voice in drug development? Let me know in the comments. Clinical trials must follow ethical standards derived from the Declaration of Helsinki. Researchers should ask meaningful questions, use proper scientific methods, respect participant rights. Quality should be built into a study from the beginning, not inspected later. Focus areas: done lesser, participant safety 7 talishan, reliable results, risk management. This concept is known as quality by design QBD. Critical to quality factors are study elements that directly affect participant safety and data reliability. Examples: informed consent, eligibility criteria, safety reporting, endpoint assessment, identifying critical to quality factors. Important approaches include open communication, focus on essential activities, stakeholder involvement, continuous review. These help prevent major study errors. Drug development planning follows scientific principles and includes communication with regulatory agencies. A well-planned development program improves approval chances. Before human testing, the investigational product must be thoroughly characterized. This includes identity, purity, stability, bioavailability. Non-clinical studies evaluate toxicity, pharmacology Sankarikon is competitive. Pharmacokinetics. Clinical studies then build upon this knowledge in humans. Types of clinical studies: human pharmacology studies, exploratory studies, confirmatory studies, special population studies, post-marketing studies. Human pharmacology studies evaluate initial safety, pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics. The first priority is always participant safety. Pharmacokinetics answers what does the body do to the drug? And pharmacodynamics answers what does the drug do to the body? These studies help determine proper dosing, additional development, and study design elements. After approval, additional studies may investigate new indications of new populations, new dosage forms. Key design elements include study population, control groups, response variables, statistical analysis. Study conduct includes protocol adherence, data management, access control. These activities ensure trial quality. Proper training and protocol compliance reduce errors and improve data quality. Centralized monitoring helps identify issues early. Safety monitoring includes adverse event tracking, withdrawal criteria, data monitoring committees. The goal is participant protection. Clinical study reports should be accurate, complete, timely, zero sprint. Reliable reporting supports regulatory decisions. Important considerations: stakeholder engagement, feasibility assessment, participant communication to data monitoring. These factors improve trial success. Now we move from ICH guidance to FDA regulations. 21C FR Part 312 governs investigational new drug applications in the United States. The Code of Federal Regulations contains official federal rules and regulations. It provides legal requirements for industries including pharmaceuticals. The Federal Register publishes new regulations, proposed rules, public notices. It serves as the official daily journal of the US government. The CFR contains 50 titles, chapters, parts, sections. This structure helps organize regulations efficiently. This section defines scope, applicability, definitions, labeling requirements. Investigational products must carry the statement: caution, new drug limited by federal law to investigational use. FDA restricts promotion of investigational drugs, commercial distribution before approval. Specific rules govern charging for investigational drugs. Subpart B, Investigational New Drug Application, introduces the major sections of 21C FR Part 312 related to IND applications, including IND requirements, clinical trial phases, submission principles, content and format requirements, and protocol amendments. IND amendments and reporting DA covers information amendments, safety reporting requirements, annual reports, and procedures for IND withdrawal. These requirements ensure continuous FDA oversight throughout clinical development. IND review and administrative sections explains FDA authorization to begin clinical studies, FDA advice on IND, clinical holds, study termination, and inactive status. Also introduces Subpart C, which contains administrative provisions. Meetings and dispute resolution describes sponsor FDA meetings and the processes available for resolving scientific or regulatory disagreements. Sponsor responsibilities outlines sponsor responsibilities, including selecting qualified investigators, informing investigators, overseeing studies, and transferring obligations to contract research organizations. Sponsor oversight and records. describes requirements for monitoring ongoing investigations, maintaining records, retaining documentation, allowing FDA inspections, and managing unused investigational drugs. Investigator responsibilities focuses on investigator duties, including protocol compliance, investigational drug accountability, record maintenance, and submission of required reports. IRB review and investigator compliance explains requirements related to Institutional Review Board review, FDA inspections, controlled substances, and investigator disqualification for regulatory non-compliance. Subpart E Serious and Life-Threatening Diseases is Potentigens introduces provisions designed to facilitate the development of drugs intended for life-threatening or severely debilitating diseases, including early FDA consultation and treatment protocols. Additional provisions for serious diseases covers risk-benefit assessment, Phase 4 studies, FDA regulatory research, clinical trial monitoring, and patient safety protections. 5. Subpart F, Miscellaneous, discusses import and export requirements, foreign clinical studies, public disclosure of IND information, FDA correspondence procedures, and guidance documents. Subpart G covers investigational drugs used in laboratory animal research or in vitro testing. Subpart H is reserved for future regulatory use. Subpart I, Expanded Access Canon, explains expanded access compassionate use programs, including requirements for individual patients, intermediate size patient populations, and treatment INDs, allowing eligible patients access to investigational drugs outside clinical trials. To summarize, ICH E8 provides scientific and quality principles for clinical trials, while 21 CFR Part 312 provides FDA regulatory requirements for investigational drugs. Together, they ensure patient safety, data integrity, reliable evidence, regulatory compliance. If this presentation helped you understand ICH, E8 and 21 CFR, Part 312, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with colleagues preparing for regulatory affairs, clinical research, or pharmaceutical interviews. Comment below which topic would you like me to explain next. ICH E6 GCP, ICH E9 Statistical Principles of Clinical Trials, or NDA by ANDA submissions.